Hey everybody, JayShockblast here, and today we have a special guest. It's Eric Shockblast, or aka Sasquatch.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Today we're going to show you a little trick that we've learned on how to get all the costumes in the Amazing Spider-Man. And Eric, take it away. Tell them what you're doing as we're doing it here.
Alright, first off, when you get to the game, you have to exit out of the game and you have to shut off, you have to disconnect the internet from your Xbox.
So that's what we're doing here.
So, walk you through that. Once everything's saved, after you finish the last mission, everything will save.
And we're doing this after Chapter 3 because that is where you acquire the camera. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and figure out which one of these little cords is the Ethernet, because I ain't turned off my internet. And there we go. Look at that, disconnected from Xbox Live. So this is a little trick. You got to go into the settings, and you need to change the date because all of the costumes are like time zone specific, or I'm sorry, date and time specific.
If you get the strategy guide for this game, each costume will tell you what date the costume will quote unquote unlock, and these are actual real dates. So when I looked at the strategy guide, the first date I remember was from the costume I personally wanted, which was the Scarlet Spider. It's not supposed to unlock until July 1st, right before the movie comes out. So the best bet to do is to just change your calendar to December. It's just for formalities, because I don't know when the whole schedule is for when the games unlock.
Yeah, so we don't have who buys strategy guides? No offense if you do, but we don't have the actual strategy guide on us right now, so we're not sure what the dates are. We're just going to go ahead and set it for the end of December, the end of 2012, just to play it safe. And here we go. We're going to go back into the game, and we're going to load up and start on Chapter 4, I believe is where we're at now.
Yeah, we're on Chapter 4, but you don't actually have to do the mission. You can do side missions along the way. The actual chapter does not start until you get to the specific point that the game wants you to do. So we're just going to go ahead and skip all these. If you really want to watch it, then you can do so on your own free will with your game.
Yeah, you don't have to do it in Chapter 4. You can really do it at any chapter.
Yeah.
It's just you have to start after Chapter 3 because that's when the reporter gives you the camera. Part of unlocking the costumes is taking pictures, I believe you said?
You have to find... what happens is on the selected date, you will, in certain locations of the game, there will be a Spider-Man symbol, and all you have to do is take a picture of it, and that's how you unlock the costume.
Alright, so the game now thinks it's December 27th, 2012, and I just looked in my living room. I don't see no Christmas tree, and
this is beautiful weather for this time of the year.
I know, right? I mean, Massachusetts, December, 80 degrees. I mean, we'll take it. So,
wasn't that what we had last year?
I think so. So here we are, open world New York City, because, you know, why not open world New York City? Every game that's open world seems to be New York City or LA, but here we are, and we are going to go ahead and start bebopping around and look for some costumes. So the one that you wanted was the Scarlet Spider.
That's correct.
And is that the closest one?
Actually, no. The closest one is not until... closest one would probably be the black suit movie Spider-Man. Just gonna do this guy real quick. There's a small Easter egg with this mental patient. Just gonna drop him off, right across the street. Just kind of listen into what the guy says.
Which we can't do because we're recording and have to mute it.
Now, if the patient had said it correctly, he should have referenced Captain America in this at this point. So what you want to do is you want to hit the select button. It's going to bring up your PDA, and supposedly all the locations is supposed to pop up on this map, but it doesn't. And I'm going to take the liberty of showing you where to find everything. So first off, we're going to start off with the black suit Spider-Man costume, which is going to be in this little park right here. So you just mark that down there, and you just see that little beam of light that shows you where to go.
What's up, Spider-Man? You're gonna like this one. I got a secret lab nearby.
This bitch is annoying.
Usually are. Sorry to the female viewers that we have. But anyways, just gonna zip around the city because I'm a lunatic.
Thanks for the tip. I'll look into it, that's for sure.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so here's the little park that you're going to look for. The little beam of light is just a random spot. And what you're actually going to do is this little pavilion or pagoda. You're going to want to walk in here. You're going to look up. And you really can't see it. But take a picture. Boom.
Black suit.
You just got yourself a black suit.
So, how do you access the camera? Because I haven't done this yet.
The camera, you have to hold the left trigger, and you can zoom in, zoom out with it.
And then right trigger takes the picture. Gotcha.
When the picture is green, when the boxes are green, that's when it's going to be a good picture. You use the right trigger to take a picture.
Perfect. So we've got black suit. What's next? Oh, comic book page.
Let's see a couple comics on the way. You know me, that's what I waste all my money on.
You and me both. Alright, so next up we have...
The next suit we're going to get is... Let me do my math right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right up... Oh, yeah, Times Square. This is going to be Times Square. We're going to be going after the Big Time suit.
Big Time.
One of our fellow contributors for JayShockblast Media, Rich's favorite suit of all of the new suits for the current Amazing Spider-Man run. The Big Time suit was developed to be a kind of a stealth suit to help Spider-Man battle one of his villains, I believe, which was Mysterio at the time. And it's actually one of the new current Marvel Legends in Series 2 for the Spider-Man action figure. What she's going to do is she's going to drop in right here in the middle of Times Square. This is a relatively famous spot, I guess you could say.
We were there.
Yeah, we were. It's pretty much just going to walk around this little glass building.
I see something. I see a comic book.
You see a comic book, but you also missed the Spider-Man logo.
Oh, Spider-Man logo.
So you just want to take a picture, and then boom.
Big
you got
Time!
your Big Time suit. Don't forget to save the photos, so that way it saves your progress. That way, in case you
screw up.
You have a screw up. All right. Got a comic book.
And we all know that you YouTubers love to tell us about our screw ups.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a little hungry right now. Maybe I can get a hot dog on the way.
So, next up, where are we going?
Next up, we are gonna go and find. We're gonna go to this park. I know it's got a famous name. I can't remember.
Central Park?
Central Park. There you go. I'm obviously a dum-dum. Maybe it's more I'm a Massachusetts fan than New York. No offense.
I think it's more that, during our brief time, your brief time in New York City, not mine, we didn't really head that way.
Why would I want to go to a park?
Because it's Central Park.
Yeah, I've seen enough.
You're not a Beatles fan? You
I'm a Beatles fan.
Don't want to go see John Lennon? Or his little Imagine?
I'm good.
Alright, cool.
So I just want to swing around, see where the beam of light is. I'm going to free fall, just like Tom Petty does. Alright. You're going to want to live dangerously on here. Just jump in traffic. It's fun. Kids do it all the time. And
oh, look at that spider.
You find yourself a spider logo, keep traffic in the way, and this should unlock Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider. Which is actually one of my favorite costumes, and I actually really dig the new story that they're doing with it. Alright, next up.
Wait, is Scarlet Spider the... No, that's Iron Spider.
That's Iron Spider. Scarlet Spider is the clone of Spider-Man. That's actually... he's usually called Kane. Alright, now next up we have... trying to remember where exactly it was. I believe it's right about here. I think, and this is going to be the Future Foundation Spider-Man.
Haha.
His costume for when he joins the Fantastic Four. Again.
So, the clone Spider-Man, that's not the clone of MVP from, like, the Invasion storyline, is it?
No, that's the original clones from the Clone Saga in the mid-90s, where the Jackal cloned Spider-Man. There was Ben Reilly, and then there was Kane, who was a starred-up version of Spider-Man.
Oh, look at that. We got a Spider-Man logo.
And he ended up becoming Ben Reilly, and then Ben Reilly actually was the first Scarlet Spider, and he actually took over for Spider-Man for a while. If anybody remembers the costume, he had
comic book
little wrist bracelets on his wrists. Alright, and I'm going to see if I can remember where I found the last suit,
Knowledge is power.
which would be the Negative Zone suit, and that was...
I have a feeling I'm going to play the most with the Future Foundation suit, because I like that white Fantastic Four.
This is actually an alternate version. It's a black version.
Ah,
Where all the white is black and the black is white.
I gotcha. Well, his suit is, I know that in one of the recent Fantastic Four or Future Foundation comics that I read, where Reed Richards is fighting all the other Reed Richardses, he has like a suit that'll automatically change from white to black based on where they are, because I know the Invisible Woman was doing the same thing, so I guess that makes sense.
Alright, I'm pretty much trying to remember exactly where I found this last one.
I totally wish it was white though.
I'm sorry for everybody that's expecting that.
Collect comic book. There it is. It's flying. Is it really flying?
The wind has done taken it away.
I'll take that.
Building.
Oh, there's another one.
Nope, I didn't do it in time. Let's just grab this one on the way. The last one that you're looking, the Negative Zone suit that we're looking for, is actually on top of a building. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was.
Yeah, we're going off memory here. Or, well, maybe he is.
I'm going off memory.
Yeah, I never did it.
I did this a few hours ago, and if anybody knows me, I have a bad short-term memory.
And an even worse long-term memory.
No, my long-term's pretty good. Oh, I think I found it.
Alright, well, we're going to go into the map if you did, so we can show you exactly where to find it. Uh-oh.
We're pretty much going to be looking for a building that has kind of like two buildings next to it.
Their party.
And gotta give it to New York. It's every building looks the same.
Okay, so this was not the building.
No, this is not.
This is not the building you were looking for.
This is the part of the video that you're going to want to kind of skip around
Know what's coming.
until you see us pull up the map and pinpoint exactly where it's going to be.
Now, is this something that you could see from up high, or?
Not exactly. I believe this this one's going to be a dark logo, so it's going to be kind of hard to see.
Okay. But it was in this general vicinity.
It's going to be in this general area. Alright, where is it? should actually go to the beam of light that I tried. Well,
At least we're collecting those comic books along the way.
yeah, all 700 we need.
700.
100 of them are going to be flying comic books, and 500 of them, or 600 of them, are going to be just scattered around.
Now, do you have to get them during the actual chapter, or can you unlock them as you go?
You can unlock them as you go. They're going to be scattered all over the city, on top of buildings, in parks, on flagpoles, perches, billboards, as you can see. And I just shot that.
Reported aggression in a back alley. Over.
Time to crash their party.
Of course.
He's on the wrong side of town.
I'm in the wrong side of town. I remember specific spots. I apologize.
He apologizes, so you can't get mad.
I don't think you get mad. I'm just gonna say sorry regardless. Let's see. Nice view of the buildings.
Ah!
If this were to happen in real life, I would never do it.
Oh man, I'd be crying
afraid.
like a little schoolgirl.
I'm afraid of heights.
Oh man, wait, was that it back there?
No.
Not quite there yet.
Also, you should notice that when you're in the city, you can jump a little higher than you would if you were indoors.
10:30 mugging in progress. Over.
The cover price has gone up.
Cover price has gone up, but still worth it.
All right.
Is this it? This should be the general area.
I think we're close. We're on the quest for that negative zone costume. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
This is why I kind of wish. I was thinking we could have done smaller videos for this.
Oh well, you know what? They will all be happy that we helped them find it. They can deal with us searching around for a couple extra seconds.
Where are you? Jump around like a little hooligan. Is that the Brooklyn Bridge?
I don't know about that. I think we're in the wrong area. We're close. Does it show you where you are right there? It's right here. Right here.
Okay, so I'm close. I think I know I'm a little close. So I remember it's this little bridge right here is what I'm remembering.
Alright, so maybe it's...
Let's see, I'm gonna run up the building. Is this up there?
10:20 potential theft reported. Over.
Dogs gotta get their cages.
Running down.
10:10 gunshots from a speeding car. Over.
Ah, here we go.
There we go.
So pretty much right here is where you're gonna find the negative zone suit, and you're gonna take a picture of it. Boom. Now let's
Save it. Let's go check them out.
Fantastic.
You want to take a taxi? I'm a little tired.
Can you fast travel?
No, you cannot fast travel.
Can you really take a taxi?
No, I was just trying to be funny,
Oh,
which I was not.
I laughed
Wait,
on the inside.
that doesn't count. Seems like it's our apartment that we just totally like took advantage of a guy's credit card.
He's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, he is. You know, stupid Brits running our credit cards up.
Alright, entering the apartment. So, like that, we've got a full wardrobe of Spider-Man costume goodness.
Minus a couple. Until I figure out where to find them, we will update you later down the road. But I just pretty much found you 5 costumes to throw on. Start off with my personal favorite, the Scarlet Spider suit.
Oh yeah, the Scarlet Spider.
This is his current suit that he's going to be using in his current run. Then you've got the black suit from the Spider-Man 3 movie that everybody trashes, and sometimes I do. You're going to go with your Future Foundation.
Oh, that's not that bad. That looks awesome.
I prefer the other way around.
I do too, but
Golden.
I'm going to still wear this one a lot.
Then we've got your Negative Zone suit.
That one's pretty cool too.
Which actually, I've been patrolling the message boards, and a lot of people are complaining there's too many black suits.
Oh, this one's actually kind of cool though.
And like I said, this is Rich's favorite.
This is big time?
This is big time.
This is big time.
And if you pre-order the game and you get any of the downloads, whether it's from Amazon's, where you can get a bonus costume of Stan Lee,
Huh.
or if you get the GameStop one where you have the Rhino,
I did.
which is what Jay did, this is your bonus suit, which is the original trilogy movie suit. And that's it for now. Stay tuned. There's obviously
4 more.
costumes. Well, 3 more if you're wearing them.
Oh, well, yeah.
There's 3 more costumes. One is the Paper Bag Man costume.
Stupid.
One is a birthday party hat Spider-Man.
Stupid.
And I believe the last one is... I don't remember exactly which one it was. Oh, it's the Spider-Man cross species where he mutates.
Spider-Man cross species.
I don't know if that's going to happen in the game. I don't know what happens, but I guess you get that one after you beat the game. There's a couple that you have to beat the game for, but that is pretty much all the available suits that you can get.
And just like that, we're jumping out the window and calling it a day. Thanks for watching. If we find the rest of them, we will let you know, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Now you know how to do it. If you are from Beanox, don't hate us. We're just trying to help, just trying to have a good time, unlocking all the suits, and
I'm a little impatient.
yeah, you know, we're all impatient. We just want to play, want to enjoy the suits, and there we go. I think we're about to have some Future Foundation. You know, I installed the games to the hard drive. It should be a faster load screen. But, oh, there we go. Start to begin. I should probably watch. There we go. Future Foundation Spider-Man. Look at that. He's a boss. Alright, so let's catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, click like, and tell us what you think.